I want you to put your hands together for Simon Cattry. Come on.
Yes, what's up everyone? I date people. You're having conversation. It's a month and a half, they still have shit to talk about. This is good. Just wait one more month and a half, it's over. Enjoy it while it lasts. Guys, first I'm aware I look like an Indian Mr. Bean. It's hard growing up Indian. I never got to play any of the cool. This is a second laughter of the way. This always happens. I don't know when to start talking because 5 seconds later. This is hard growing up Indian. I never got to play any of the cool white kid games like spin the bottle. The closest I got was playing doctor. Not the fun kind, just my parents telling me, you better become a doctor. Kids would make fun of me. They'd say, hey man, why does your mom do that weird Indian stuff like we're a dot? It's fucked up. I'd be like, hey man, why does your mom do that weird American stuff like let you choose your career? And love you unconditionally. Parents were cheap. I just tried to get them to buy stuff. I'd be like, Dad, this TV's 30% off. We buy it, we save 30%. You can say, well, if we don't buy it, we save 100%. Glad everyone's in a good mood with all the news. Watching the news this past 4 weeks has been like watching Oprah with Ebola instead of cars. You might get Ebola. You might get Ebola. You might get Ebola. Check under your chairs. This whole Ebola epidemic has been like Oprah's weight. We think it's contained, then it's not contained, then it's contained again. I don't know if that's who for Oprah or Ebola. Actually, now they're screening for it at the airports. You fly in from West Africa, they take your temperature. If it's elevated, you get a few other tests. The airlines are spinning this. They're like, buy a ticket to Africa, get a free physical. Actually, that's only for our Elite Diamond members. Rest of you pay $25. Of course, now everyone's freaking out. Ebola's in New York. New Yorkers have nothing to worry about. Ebola is only transmittable if you come in contact with an infected person's bodily fluids. And if there's any city whose people are adept at avoiding random puddles of blood, urine, vomit, and feces, it's New Yorkers. We've been trained to avoid this epidemic by homeless people. So let's give it up for homeless people. For disease. Yes, applause break for homeless people. Yeah, this whole thing has been, it's overblown. America is not Africa. We don't come in contact with blood, urine, and vomit in first world countries outside of Craigslist casual encounters. Or if you're dating R. Kelly. Yeah, I knew the black table would get that. But it is a dangerous world. I was at this bar, this girl next to me put a napkin over her drink. I asked her why, and she said, so I don't get roofied. Yeah, what kind of evil mastermind could infiltrate this airtight security system? Is she expecting to go to the bathroom and come back with a bunch of pills on the napkin? Oh, that was close. Has this ever stopped anyone? Has anyone, all right, let's do this. Oh, not the napkin, damn it. With this life of crime. People are worried about their safety. I was on a date with this girl, and we're going back to my apartment for the first time, and she said, wait, you're not a serial killer, right? She jumped straight to serial killer. Meaning if I'd only killed one person, she's not concerned. That's how low women have set the bar for men in New York City. As long as it's not a pattern, murder is not a deal breaker. They're like, well, you have a job, let's see where this goes. I actually had a girl come back to my apartment and tell me that she's texting her friend my address. So if anything happened to her, her friend would know where I lived. But she told me this, meaning she was still okay with coming back with me, even if the only reason I wasn't murdering her was the fact that her friend had my address. So I killed her, then I moved. I was telling a friend of mine these stories. He's like, dude, there must be something really creepy about you. Everyone keeps worrying you might kill him. So I killed him, then I moved. Taking that shit. But I think the world is coming apart. But I've known for some time that the world is coming apart. I've known the world is coming apart since people started getting medical advice from former Playboy model Jenny McCarthy. Jenny McCarthy blamed the measles vaccine for giving her kid autism and started a nationwide movement against vaccinating children. The entire medical community said she was wrong, but thousands of people listened to Jenny McCarthy. Guys, if you're trusting your kid's health to the blonde from Scary Movie 3, then you have autism. We used to get medical advice from people with MDs, now we get it from people with double Ds. Jenny McCarthy should stick to giving advice on things she's an expert at, like how to get your boobs soapy. Oh, don't act like you didn't get that. Man on a date, yeah, you know, you have to impress her girl. She said that she had knowledge on the subject because she went to the University of Google. Those are her words. It's a bad sign when your university is also the world's main source of your topless pictures. She came to this conclusion because she said her kid developed autism around the same time that he got the injections. But that's like blaming tequila for chlamydia because they both happened at spring break. I like how you were ahead of that joke. I know that the media had to get involved. The media, they kept calling it the vaccine controversy. The vaccine controversy. If everyone's doing one thing and a few crazy people are doing the other, it's not a controversy. Like, it's not the should I masturbate on the subway debate. Or should I eat my own feces question. Just don't get it. The measles vaccine saves 4 million lives every year, and Jenny McCarthy got people to stop taking it. Can we go back to objectifying blondes as sex objects? Look, I'm not saying all women should be objectified, but some need to be objectified, or children will literally die. Or you have to laugh at that, or children will literally die. I proved that with logic, people. You have to give that to me. Jenny McCarthy is now the spokesperson for e-cigarettes. You guys know this? She's the current spokesman for e-cigarettes. Yeah, the science isn't in on vaccines, but liquid nicotine, no problem. The medical industry, they're just out to make a buck. The tobacco industry, they're on our side. She's now against the two greatest breakthroughs for children in the 20th century, vaccination and getting kids to stop smoking. Even Jerry Sandusky's going, someone get this bitch away from kids. Okay, that's enough Jenny McCarthy. So I just had to get that off my chest. I know I've trouble with dating. I asked this girl out on a third date, and she said, I'm fine with hanging out, but I'm not interested in sleeping together. So I'm like, all right, I guess we're not hanging out. Okay, then she got mad at me because she's like, you just want sex. No, I don't just want sex. I want sex also. There's a difference. Like if I order pizza, I don't just want cheese. But if it doesn't have cheese, I don't want the fucking pizza. The second wave. I like the second wave thing going on. Domino's never yells at me if I don't want. They're never like, you should like our pizza with, even if it doesn't have cheese. If you're an asshole to us, we'll give you all the cheese you want. I know, I like dating smart girls. Sometimes smart girls just suck. Like I was on a date with this business school grad. She kept using business lingo instead of talking like a normal person. Like she kept using the word opportunity when she meant job. She's like, yeah, I had this opportunity in sales. Then I went to business school, which led to this opportunity in marketing, which I leveraged to get my current opportunity. So I asked her for a blow opportunity. To leverage that into a penetration partnership. She didn't think that was funny, so I had to go and give myself a hand opportunity. Before I got into comedy, I was a psychiatrist. That makes it weird with women. I was arguing with my last girlfriend. She's like, for a psychiatrist, you're really bad at listening. I'm like, I'm sorry, your time's up. And she's like, for all your training, you really don't understand women. I said, for all your daddy issues, you're really boring in bed. That's pretty much how she reacted. I'll leave you guys with this. I was watching this commercial last night for one of these African charities where you sponsor a kid for 30 cents a day. This is fine, but this one ended by saying you can actually go to the website where they have pictures of these kids and choose the one you want to sponsor. These kids had enough to worry about. Now they're making them get headshots. They've turned a charitable organization into Zimbabwe's next top model. can't we just give the money to these charities without making them turn it in to this bizarre third world starvation Tinder? I'll feed you, you're on your own, kid. You guys have been great, thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Simon Cattry! One more time for Simon, you guys.
Well,